So as we start off every single episode, as we have for 70 something episodes so far, it's a toy review of a bootleg toy. And Tiny rounded the house this evening while I was in the front yard with Willy, my dog. My pants were on, and he had a little sack with him, and he's like, "I brought you a present." So he gave me a present, and Marcus, you haven't seen it yet. Here's a box to it. What are these called?
Morphbot Mutator.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Oh, God.
As soon as I looked down into the bag, I saw Morphbot Mutator, and I was like, it's a bootleg Transformer.
We are not a Transformer house. We are a Morphbot house.
Yes.
Light up Try Me Sword.
I didn't even see that part.
So on the back of it, it shows you the two different types of vehicles that you can get. One is a truck that has flames on the front, and the other one is a yellow car, like a sports car. Neither of them that you can get are those, because the truck doesn't have flames, and the yellow one is just another truck. It's not actually a car.
And it's not fully yellow
It's
either.
not fully yellow, no. It's red and yellow. But I want you to see the quality of these. Would you like to see the vehicle or the Morphbot first?
The vehicle.
Okay.
That's the yellow car.
That's the yellow car.
It's a truck.
It's a red truck with a yellow front end. That's every older fella's Dodge from where we used to come from.
Yeah, it is.
Honestly, if you took it and you put it on the other vehicle and switched the front end from the other vehicle, it would be just a red transforming Morphbot.
Oh, it would, wouldn't it? It
Who
would
would
be
do
all
that?
red. Yeah, what kind of...
We front end swap in this house.
We're not going to bastardize our Morphbots.
Yeah, and yellow doesn't go with blue.
Well, first, I'm afraid I'm going to break it.
It's impossible to break. You can't break it. You can't break these things.
It's the highest of quality.
Yeah, you can't break these things. They're indestructible.
Oh.
You drop the wind shield.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doubles as a shield.
yeah, it's a win.
Okay.
Shield.
I'm trying to figure this out. Not going so well so far.
You're doing great. Do you just want to see what one's like whenever it's fully transformed, or do you want to try to do it?
Well, of course I want to do it.
Okay. Well, do you want to do both? You want to see what your goal is? Here's your goal. Here's the truck not transformed. I apologize.
Morph.
It's either morphed or mutated.
Yeah.
We're not sure which, but there it is. Go ahead. Take him. What have you done?
Where's his head? Why doesn't his head come out?
It flips up.
Yeah, it flips up. It's really good. There it is.
Yeah,
you
it's
had it flipped up
quality.
already. There's his head.
But it's,
You
he
gotta
can't- he can't see.
You gotta push his head up and then close his doors behind his back.
No,
Does that even work? I don't even think
they
the
stay
doors
open like wings.
Yeah, they don't.
Don't
actually
lie to
close.
me.
No.
No, you just gotta press harder.
I told you I was going to break it.
No, they're supposed to do that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
show it on the box.
Yeah, the plastic's
No.
supposed to snap off of it like that. Yeah.
He believed me.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dane Holland.
I'm Austin Shazam Pfeiffer.
I'm Marcus. I'm Electric Man.
And I'm Austin Tiny Zent.
And we are Nerded Through the Grapevine, the podcast where four best friends gather weekly to talk about our favorite parts of past, present, and future nerd culture.
In a world
Where nerd culture is talked about by four idiots.
by four best friends,
Yeah,
prone to
that's what I meant.
skullduggery.
That's what I meant.
With the return of Electric Man.
Oh, that's a win.
Hey, you got
That was a
it
good
wrong.
one. 2 for 2, baby. 2 for 2.
We're here for the ding dole, ding 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 dole, ding damn down. I
Seen
tell
it
you,
through the grapevine?
Damn
You forgot the name of the bit, didn't you?
No, the damn dole. Empire Strikes Back, baby.
So the 5th episode of Seen It Through the Grapevine lines up with being the 5th episode of Star Wars: The Empire
Weird
Strikes
how that
Back.
works.
So weird how that works. Not like
I
we
wonder
planned it.
if number 6 is going to line up with number 6.
We'll have to find out a couple weeks from now.
Yeah, we'll find
We
out.
can't spoil that right away.
Next time.
All right, everybody, we'll see you then.
And then I shoved it in my.
So, for those of you who have not joined us for Seen It yet, Seen It Through the Grapevine is where we watch a movie, but we pause it and we skip scene by scene about 15 seconds at a time, so that way we can just soak it in that way to where we can fit talking about it into an hour-ish instead of actually having to watch the whole film while talking about it. So it's a lot of fun because you end up pausing on moments that you might have not realized were happening, or you see some really good faces that either aren't real or were made on accident by the actors who were like, they'll never see that.
Yep.
We see it every time. We saw Qui-Gon Jinn and Jar Jar Binks have a very intimate moment. Yeah, right there at the beginning. And Scooty Puff Jr. was later on. We've had a lot of really good moments with Star Wars. Better than I've ever had with Star Wars, I think.
Tom Hanks is
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan, yes.
Yep.
So do you guys just want to watch The Empire Strikes Back and talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Let's
It's
do
like
that.
That's why we're here.
Oh, well, that's a good point.
Weird.
I hope the
sci-fi
volume's off.
action violence.
Yes, and I got it fixed to where we can actually do it scene by scene as opposed to it trying to play.
Here's the scroll.
Starts with a scroll. Empire Strikes Back. Tells you what's going on. We don't care. We want to get to the space action.
I bet it'll open up at the battle in space.
How did you know that it opens up?
Because it's MF Star
With
Wars.
a ship in space. Now, this one starts off on Hoth, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's almost like it's cold. That's how cool it is.
Oh,
It should be
that's really-
called something more like Hoth,
That's really
instead of Hoth, because it's
Hoth.
real cold.
Because you're Hoth, then you're cold. You're
Yes,
then you're Noth. You're in your out.
up through your down.
Wrongs and rights. Blacks and whites.
We fight, we break up.
We
kiss, we make
stuff. Stop it. No more Katy
Okay, we're
Perry.
done. We're done.
Someone call the
it here.
doctor.
I hate it here.
As Star Wars always starts off, Katy Perry shows up. Luke's on the back of a Tauntaun. Spoiler alert, he's going to be inside of one here soon. And not the way you think, Marcus.
just like I did with your mother.
Like, hold on. Let's recap real quick here.
Okay.
The production on this one automatically starts off where you can tell that they've got a bigger budget.
Yes.
Automatically.
Because there's snow.
There's a massive landscape. There's this giant Yeti style monster. I forget what that thing's called. Tiny, what's that thing called?
Oh, what is the Yeti man?
A Yeti.
No, it's not a Yeti.
It's a something.
I don't remember.
Marcus, what is that?
What's it
I
called?
can't remember.
Someone call Rooster.
If the rooster were here, he would know.
Someone call Rooster, because
Hold on.
if the Rooster knows, what is that thing
I'll ask
called?
the internet. How do you do Siri?
Just say
You hold down
No,
the button.
You hold down the button? Oh, I
Yeah.
double clicked it. It took me my wallet. What's the Yeti man in Star Wars?
That's gonna say Chewbacca.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, that would be.
No, it said no. I
man.
double clicked it. Take me my wallet. What's the Yeti man in Star Wars?
perfect. See what she says.
Okay. No, she is so confused right now. Hold
I
on,
don't
let me try
blame her.
again. I never use Siri. I don't know what's happening. Hold on. I'm going to do it again. What's the Yeti? You.
Look at him
I'm
struggling
Hold
over
on,
here.
everybody. Shut up.
It's like Grandpa.
Shut up. What's the Yeti,
Yeti
man in Star Wars? Wampa.
No.
That's what it says. It says
Yes,
Wampa.
that's
Wampas are
correct.
powerful furred
Yeah.
bipeds
It's a
Yeah,
terrible
that
name.
dwell in the
right.
snowy. That's like us in this room.
I mean, what do you expect
Yeah.
from George Lucas?
Wampa. So yeah, Wampa shows up. He screams, and then all of a sudden Luke's out. We don't know how he got out. We just know that it happened because we're watching 10
I
seconds
feel
at a
like
time.
he was knocked out by the stank breath.
You see,
You're probably right. It's like a big Pokemon.
and I don't know why they had to just automatically assume that Wampa was going to eat Luke. I mean, I think that secretly Luke had won a contest, and Willy was actually the name of the
Wampa? Willy
Yeah.
the Wampa?
Willy Wampa, and and he was just trying to gift him a chocolate factory inside of the back of that cave, but nobody ever goes all the way to the back of the cave.
I think
They
it's
just
a
kill him.
cocaine factory in this world
they
because that's not snow on Hoth.
Is Chocolate Factory slang for butt stuff? Because I feel like it's slang for butt stuff.
I don't know. I don't know where Wampa chocolate comes from. I don't ask questions. It's bittersweet.
I want to know why we didn't get a Chewie versus Willy the Wampa fight in this movie.
Right?
That would have been
It's
epic.
a big furry bipedal creature. Like, why did we not
Yeah, they're
get the
probably
showdown?
come from a common ancestor.
It would be like two gods just duking it out.
And it could have lasted an hour, and then they just give 45 minutes of something else afterwards. We could have gotten a great movie.
If Peter Griffin can fight a chicken for 15 minutes of a 30-minute episode, then we deserve a Chewbacca versus Wampa.
Yep.
Exactly.
Now, just like in episode 4, we get to see our whole gang pretty early on in this one with Han and Leia and Chewie, and Luke's out cold, literally in the snow, in Willy Wampa's cocaine factory.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this movie in which the one where brother and sister kisses?
No, that was the Foist.
Was that the first one? I thought they did in this one too.
No, it was the good
No,
luck
it's this
kid.
one.
Both. I think they kiss them both. She gave him a good luck kiss before they swung across the way while they were being chased down by stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Did they make out in this one?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think this is the one where Han was coming on to her, and she was like, "No, I'd rather make out with my brother."
Yeah, she gave him the whole, no, there's competition. You can't just have me because you're the only handsome man around here. I mean, there is
Exactly.
Chewie. Chewie's the most handsome.
I
but
mean,
there is.
true, yeah.
He's the goodest boy.
He's too good looking.
And Han's trying to find Luke.
Yeah, because they're like, why isn't he back yet? Everyone else is here except Luke, the Jedi.
And how did the ding dang thing get him attached to the ding dang ceiling?
Ice.
With his
Yes,
hands.
With his hands and ice.
How did he form ice with his hands? Or Wampa's magic?
Well, see,
Yeah.
when you're in a very cold place, and let's just say there's some icicles there, you take your hands, which are warm, and you like rub them in an up and down stroking like motion, you create water.
I'm enjoying this.
And then you let go, and then it turns into not water. Basically, that's what he did with Luke's legs.
He's science.
Just rubbed them on there. He's science.
So he's not a mindless creature.
No.
No.
There was a chocolate factory at the back of that cave. I swear to you.
he knows what he's doing. And then he got his ding-dang arm caught off by old Luke. Luke used his lightsaber on him, and he just wanted to hang out. You know he's lonely. 3PO and R2 aren't giving up on him. They're searching him down, and then Han goes and finds him too. But it's okay. The Tauntaun already died from the cold, so that's already sad.
I like that we got to see Han Solo with a lightsaber.
We did. They gave us the old Finn moment of another character with a lightsaber.
That's
And,
not a Force-
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Are they going to be a Jedi too? No.
Nah.
Just a person with a lightsaber.
No, he just picked it up, you know?
Yeah. But he didn't use it in battle.
No.
Oh, yeah. Old Obi-Wan's Force Ghost shows up. I don't remember that.
Yeah, just sitting there staring at Luke's,
Watch
unconscious
him
body.
die.
Is this the first Force Ghost?
Well, no.
No, it was,
No.
Yeah.
Is it? It may be.
I thought there was one in the other in a New Hope.
Well, in A New Hope, you got the
voice.
You got the voice. Use the Force, Luke.
But that could just be a memory.
I don't think there was a
I
Force
don't
Ghost.
think
I
it
think
was-
this is the first Force Ghost.
I think this
First
is
Force Ghost.
visual.
Well, I mean,
Force
it
Ghost.
could also be his hallucination because he is becoming hypothermic and he's freezing to death.
Yep.
So Force Ghost typically had a blue aura. He did not have a blue aura. So I think that's more
Did he not?
Kolth-based hallucination.
Or was the blue aura not until the next movie?
I don't know. I feel like it was in this one.
There will be.
Nah, he's just
I
kind
could
of.
be
He's on a
wrong.
blue background, though.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to tell.
How
with
can
the-
you have a blue aura on a blue background? This is made in the 80s,
I don't know, man.
or was it 70s?
I just know they
This
cut
one
up
was
that,
80s.
that stinky furry horse, and they get Luke in there.
There's John Favreau.
Wait, really?
Yeah, young John Favreau.
That looks kind of like him. That is him, isn't it? No, it's not him. There's no way. He would be an old man by now, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Dadgummit. It did kind of look like him, though.
You're welcome.
Now it doesn't.
No.
Now it just looks like man in plane.
Robert De Niro.
There it is. So then we get Luke in a diaper, and I'm so happy that we get Luke in a diaper.
Luke diaper water tube boy.
And
Yes.
then they stole this design whenever they
Back
made
to
Dragon
tank.
Ball Z, because that was exactly what Vegeta and Goku would always have to. You know, they're in the rejuvenation tank, and they had that exact same mask, that exact same underpants.
Yep, and this is the Bacta tank, which Luke is reviving in, and he's having nightmares while he's in there, right? Is that when he sees himself
No.
later? I thought he was having. Oh no, maybe he's just convulsing. While
Actually,
he's in there.
too, I think it was this movie that like Luke's face being damaged and a real life accident came into play together with each other. So they actually put that in the movie right there for it to be like that. For that's why it's
That's
like
right.
that.
Because he'd had a motorcycle accident.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's true. And this is where she gives him the old smoocher. That's a good face by Han
Oh
there.
yeah. He's like, what?
What?
It's like he's like, what? You know that your brother, right?
That's his. Hold on. Let's watch it and give it a good. Oh no, she already did it. Hold on. Oh, here it
Yeah,
is.
back
Here
up,
it goes. Here it goes. Oh man, and done.
Well, I guess you don't know everything about women yet.
Yeah.
Some of us make out with our brothers. That's a direct movie quotation.
I mean, look at the shock and awe on 3PO's face right now.
The weirdest thing
And Chewie.
is they are all in an Olive Garden right now.
So every one of them are family.
Exactly.
It didn't matter who you kissed. And then, oh yeah, Luke is into it. That might be a pretty good photo for the.
boy.
What we always do with these is we take a photo of a still, and then we put that as the episode's. What you call it? What do you call those?
Episode
Fingernail.
Thumbnail.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Maybe.
he's definitely having a stress response.
Yes.
And the other
100%.
three are looking out of their peripheral vision while they're pretending to look at the wall.
Well, actually, go back because you could see him having the stress response to his sister kissing him, and then you can see the face of God judging him.
That's
your sister.
that circle wipe really helped us out with that image. Everybody's back to business now.
Battle
Time.
Oh, I thought they were just playing battleships.
Battle times. They are. Look at them. I mean, they're facing. Oh no! Chewie's got so much cocaine all over his face. He is having a day. Willy Wampa really produced a lot of cocaine-coated chocolate.
Yeah, now
Yeah. And now we get salt.
Yeah, that's true. Now we have salt.
they literally say it. Salt. This planet's salt.
See, it's different.
It's not the same.
We told you.
No, and in their song they go ding 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 ding. We go ding 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 ding. Ours is totally different.
Totally.
Yeah, you can't sue us. Vader's back, baby, and he's ready to do some murdering.
His helmet is a much higher quality in this one than the other one.
Is in the last one it had more. I don't know. It looked more handmade.
Yeah.
That is a vacuum.
I think it's meant to mirror how the quality of Mark Hamill's face is super deteriorated in this one.
Could be.
Yes, because he was fresh faced before.
Yeah, now he looks like he's been on
Not
a lot of
anymore.
cocaine. And I guess
Well, thanks to Willie.
I mean, it's kind of like it's what happened in real life.
I love Vader's meditation chamber.
that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
a cool shot.
So cool.
Yep, his little black egg.
Yes, and he can take his helmet off in there because the chamber itself kind of keeps him alive the way his suit does.
It's like pressurized. When it opens, it goes.
Yeah, it's really neat. And I feel like you don't really want to be talking to Vader while he's in there because he's going to be doing some pretty personal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's probably sitting there going, "Get out of here. This is
Yeah.
my room." That's
mean,
what Kylo would yell.
He could be in there twirling his lightsaber.
Yes,
You hear the
You
sound.
know?
You hear the sound of what sounds like just sandpaper scratching the top of a pork rind. It's just Vader, just his hand going over the burnt, calloused skin that remains
Oh god,
of his little chicharron.
his churro.
Don't mock my chicharron, lest you suffer the wrath of the dark side.
What a neat Hoth battle stuff. I like the battle on Hoth.
I like to learn about how they made it too, like with the minis and all that. It's just really cool to
Minis
see
and
them
paintings and everything.
how they put this all together.
That's.
And here we have the walkers. Wait, what were these?
AT-ATs.
Thank you.
AT-ATs.
We're
gonna
both
just
gonna punch
thunder
you.
punch
We're
you
both
right in
gonna
the
punch
throat.
you. The
Right in the
AT-ATs.
Falcon.
They actually focus on their abilities and they're on screen for a while, so they were legendary. If this scene would have happened on Kashyyyk in the prequels
Bless
or
you.
whatever, no one would have remembered them. They wouldn't be. There wouldn't be 35 different toys of them. There wouldn't be Lego sets of them. They would have just been forgotten in the background. But on Hoth, they're legendary and they're very powerful. And the only way to take them out is to give them the old zip line around the legs and topple them down
with the little pancake ship.
Yeah. Plus, this is a really good example of the rebels and how small all of their things are and how massive everything that the Empire has.
looked like that. Go back.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you every one of these actors right now.
Oh, no.
Go back again.
Okay.
One more. Michael Keaton.
Okay.
Go forward.
Okay.
Edward Norton.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Edward Norton, you're right.
Go forward. Mike Myers.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
what have
forward.
you done?
Go forward.
I tried, but it didn't want me to.
Robert De Niro.
That's the same guy as
It's the same
Edward
guy
Norton.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. That's Robert De Niro.
They look a lot alike.
Hey, there's the zipline moment I was talking about.
It was a coordinated attack.
Coordinated because it was a
Ooh.
cord
Yeah.
that was wrapped around everything.
Coordinated.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's how they say it here in the South. Coordinated.
Bunch of battling.
Yeah. Batman decided to take off the bottom half of his face mask, so there's full on Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
CPO fell back.
CPO fell back.
Yeah.
Just that line is really good. I wish that it would have shown up on the caption at the bottom of the screen. CPO fell back.
CPO fell back. It's a whole lot of walkers.
Yeah.
It reminds me of whenever I worked retail on the main strip here in here on Jefferson.
Uh-huh. And anyone walking down the street.
They were walkers, every one of them.
The snow troopers are really neat.
Yes.
I like their dope little helmet / blanket over their face. I don't know. It's really neat.
Yeah, they almost have like a Vader-esque kind of aesthetic.
Ish. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Slightly more rounded Grand Wizard.
Did we get
Yeah.
regular? Did we
Yeah,
get regular
unfortunately.
stormtroopers in this movie?
I think later.
Later, maybe? Wait, this
Okay.
is where Endor happens, right?
No.
No.
Is that the last one? That's the third
that's
one?
Return.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
okay.
Return.
They all jumble together in my brain.
The pagan moon of Endor.
Vader has shown up. And I wish we would have gotten more Vader like outside in the snow just for that like stark contrast of his all black and being on the white cocaine from the chocolate factory.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. We needed more Vader. There's not enough of them.
No, but I think that adds to his menace, right?
I
Like
mean,
him being more
maybe,
menacing if there's less
but-
of them.
Yeah, but coming off of the prequels, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I see what you mean, Tony. Like, you know, if Anakin was kind of the focus of those three, so it seems like we would get a little bit more.
Right.
Whereas in this one, we only get hints of him because it was released before all that was written.
It would have been interesting for them to release a movie almost like they do a Star Wars story now, you know, like Rogue One and stuff outside of it. But one of these like in-betweens from Vader's perspective, like everything going on from his side, because we get the Rebel perspective throughout this whole trilogy,
Yeah.
but we don't get what's going on Vader's side. I think that would have been
how
awesome.
where did Vader crash from movie 1 to movie 2? You
Right.
know, like
Right.
his ship could have crashed on some planet, and then some story ensues, and then he gets back somehow.
Yeah.
Wish there were books or anything like that.
I think there were, right? But they're just not canon anymore. Is that how that works?
I don't
What's that-
know.
what's
I
You
that
can't
called?
read?
I mean, it's what they have done, not necessarily how it works.
Oh, yeah. The gang gets off Hoth. And I'm sure it felt great afterward. So they are moving around through the asteroid fields. We get actual explosions, which is fun.
They're anal roids.
I'm sorry?
They're anal roids.
Oh, those
you know,
aren't.
I mean,
Yeah, you're right. We need to
got to
keep
watch
it
our mouths, you know, and keep it scientific.
Anoroids as opposed to beeproids.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Exactly. Thank you.
Buttroids.
Oh, so actually droid is short for dickroids? Is that what that is?
I think
just said droids?
it's Dr. Roids.
Doctor, okay. You're right.
Dr. Roids.
Yeah.
And then is this where we get our little space worm?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Talking
An
about
asteroid.
sphincter, like this thing is going through the intestines and popping out the butthole of the planet, chasing after our friends. But he was a nasty worm. What was it called? The name of the worm? There's an actual name for that
I don't
type of
remember.
worm.
I mean, there's
but
a
I don't
name for
remember.
everything.
For every single thing in this.
And if you ask the fans, there's also a reason and a backstory as to why.
Yeah. Oh, this is where I believe this is where Luke has the vision.
This is where he meets fucking yogurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has the vision here, too.
Yeah, but later.
Yeah,
I think
you're
it's
right.
later.
So, yeah.
Once he's training in the Force and stuff.
Yeah. And this is on the planet
Dagobah.
Dagobah. Thank you.
R2's all muddy.
R2's so muddy. It's all swampy here. I mean, that could be mud. That could be where Yodel goes to the restroom.
You know,
We don't know.
He had some Taco Bell. You know, I mean,
That's all he had there. There was a Taco Bell. That's it.
That's all there's a Taco Bell and a Dollar General.
Man, they keep interrupting Vader in his private
Look
chamber.
at his head, bro.
I know, it's nasty.
Scrotum.
It's
Scrotum.
No, it's
old
not
hot
even
dog.
a scrotum. It's more like a hemorrhoid.
It's an old busted open hot dog.
You could see a bit of skull back there too. Like,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there's Homeboy with the Jolly Ranchers on his chest.
so no wonder Darth Vader's just never in a good mood.
Well, yeah, look at him.
Yeah, he never gets a Jolly Rancher.
Like, if the Hound can be a dick for having half of his face burnt, no wonder Darth Vader just doesn't, like, he just snaps necks and doesn't even ask him why. Oh, well, shit, I just broke that person's neck. I should probably ask a question to this person. Damn it, I broke another neck. On down the line.
He just snaps necks and cashes checks.
Yeah.
You know, that's Vader in a nutshell.
He sure as hell don't work like a superintendent for a construction site, though, because it took him 15 years to build that Death Star. I'm standing on that hill.
I mean, honestly,
There he is.
That's really fast for such a large structure.
Oh, yeah.
Look at old Grogu.
Now, I look.
It's oldie Yoda.
Yeah. And I love that they didn't change him from being a puppet because they very easily could have done the whole, okay, well, now I got to change this so my wife doesn't get any money, or ex-wife. They kept him as a creepy little old puppet with weird hair.
And really gross feet.
Oh, yeah.
Like the grossest of feet. They look like socks filled with pudding that are sharp on the ends.
Oh, we were talking about prison weapons, I think, earlier. That would be a really good prison weapon.
Yeah.
The thing about the puppet, it brings it to life more than what CGI. Because look at how much that puppet's struggling to get around.
And look at that dumpy he's got.
Yeah.
That's called.
He's been doing squats.
That's how he walks in squat position.
Squats, yeah.
Because if he ever has to yump,
And some people, like after watching, the prequels and the Clone Wars, they're like, man, how did Yoda become such a like weird, crazy old hermit man? He's been by himself on a swamp planet for years. Like, who wouldn't go insane?
Yeah. And he also knows at this point in the timeline, he's the last of his people.
Correct. So he's going to go a little crazy there too, because now there's nothing he can do.
Right.
well, at least they didn't do that in The Last Jedi with Luke or anything.
But wait.
There's more. It's also a hat made out of an ass.
Ooh, now we get that love tension between Leia and Han.
Click back one. Give me that acting from Carrie Fisher right there. Look at that eyeball. Look at all the acting done in that one eyeball.
That is a lot of acting.
Look at that one eyeball.
Yeah.
It's both like, do I want this? Do I not want this?
Yeah.
Is this against consent? Is this with consent?
Is Harrison Ford very handsome, and do I want to kiss him in real
Exactly.
life?
Is that basil? Is that garlic? He should have brushed his teeth. That motherfucker's doing this to me as a prank.
Exactly.
No,
And-
it's salt.
And they're both generals, in the army. So is that
Oh, yeah.
is that against regulations? It's so wrong, but it feels so right.
feels so
You
right.
know?
Not as right as kissing your brother, but
Right.
pretty right
I mean, I kissed my brother all the time.
all the time.
Once even tongue
A
style.
pixelated Force Ghost.
Yes, I look like a better scrotum because of the CGI work they've done in this movie.
It definitely looks like mine after a really cold day where it's extra wrinkly.
Like, is this redone in the makeup and what's his name? Dylan McDermott in the makeup and all the stuff from the.
I don't know how much of that is before or after it's been edited. No idea.
I'm pretty sure this is a new shot, but I forget what the shot was before.
I do like seeing Vader kneeling to something in this because I don't believe we've seen any type of submission from Vader before. We have because we're watching these in the order of the prequels to now. But originally, seeing Vader kneel to something makes you go, how powerful is that other person?
Truth. Plus, look at that shininess.
Yeah, he
Just
definitely
gleams
got to
like-
glow up.
Yeah, and he's definitely even on his knee, you know, going yes, master, and all that. He's still incredibly imposing.
Yeah.
You know, with that shiny black amongst all the other black and chrome.
Yeah.
Just
everything looks
beautiful.
dull compared to what he's wearing.
Back to the Shire.
Yep. The old Goblin Shire. I mean, Yoda's a goblin, yeah.
Oh,
Look at him.
jeez, I can't watch this scene like this and not think of the bad lip reading video that they did.
Oh, is that where they were about to have a romantic relationship?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Look at him. Oh, they made such a nasty little puppet gremlin.
I kind of want to pet him on the head.
He's got old man teeth.
He's so ugly. He's cute. You know, I
Yeah,
mean, look at
that's
them wispy
true.
hairs.
That is true.
It's like I just want to comb him back and make him feel pretty.
He's ready to die here. He's just looking off to the side in the fire with just the most tired eyes. Like, I need to die now. And good thing you showed up, because now I can. Luke got lost a lot in this one, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah.
gets lost in the cocaine chocolate, and then he gets lost on the Dagobah. And then everybody's looking for him again.
and then they run into some folks, and they're like, "Oh, maybe Luke's gonna be."
I thought Luke told him that he was going to train.
Yeah, he sent him like a
Did
message.
he followed? Oh, yeah, because he was following
Yeah,
the Force, right?
I can't think he told. I don't think he told him exactly where he was going, but he gave him some notice that, hey, I'm not coming right back.
He's like, just trust me. Oh,
Yeah.
now's when the nasty little penis worm comes out of the butthole of the planet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that was earlier.
look at that fella. Look at that mouth.
All the
on him.
fecal matter orbiting.
Yeah, nasty. Training montage with Yoda.
It's the eye of the tiger. Do 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 da da da.
I have a
Little
little green
challenge
puppet
of
on
our
my
green
back.
man.
Yeah, that one.
How'd you guys rehearse this before?
I have
Or
no-
just that
It's
good.
really good.
Yeah,
Was that just like a Jansport sitting there next to Yoda?
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, I think it's just a Jansport. He just got his little backpack he got from Walmart.
Well, I mean, that's because it's the finest of quality. Just like our morph bots.
Yoda's like, hey, go in that creepy little part. Just go in the little creepy little dark part. Looks like, wait, didn't Dad tell Simba not to go there?
Yeah, just don't go to that dark shadowy place.
No, that's exactly where Luke went.
But then Scar's like, it's an elephant graveyard, and Simba's like, an elephant? What? So then they had to go check it out. So then when they get there, they find the hyenas, and we don't need.
Surprise, surprise. We're actually watching The Lion King the whole time.
I just can't wait to be king.
Well, see, Luke doesn't know not to go there because he hasn't seen that movie. Look at him.
Oh, that's
Oh
a
yeah,
good
this was
point.
a long, long time ago in a galaxy far away. So
Yeah.
they'll get it probably about this time when we get our episode released.
Well, and this little section is the dark side is kind of consuming this portion of this part of the forest, right? I mean, it's dark. It's the bad
I
place.
don't know. It's the teaching corner that teaches
Right.
you about the dark side.
But also on the fast forward in time when Luke is the hermit man on the little island, and Rey goes into the part of
dark
that
side
island, the
butthole.
dark side butthole. She falls into it, and then she has her vision, which is super neat with the finger snapping and all that stuff. It ended up not really meaning anything, I don't think, as far as I remember. But he's like very surprised that she, would do that, would just go into that part without any hesitation. And I mean, he had done the same thing in the past, to where he found something out about himself by following it. So it's a nice little contrast.
But I think the fact that she stepped into that and saw nothing is what got him the most.
Oh, she saw plenty,
Yeah, she saw infinite possibilities of the
Right.
same exact action happening.
which was neat. Very neat. Well, I think what he was surprised most about is he didn't send her there. She just followed it, and then went into it.
Yeah.
And then here, Yoda was kind of with him while he was doing it. So I think he was more surprised that she just went in by herself.
yeah, Luke had more of a guided tour.
Right. Yeah. And then he slashes open Vader's face, and would you know it? He's inside the helmet.
It's his own head.
It's his actual head. He didn't like the prosthetic one that they had originally in the shot, and he kept vocalizing that. He's like, I do not like that. He's like, I need my head to be in there. So they cut a hole in the floor underneath where that helmet is, and that's actually his head poking up through the floor of the shot inside the helmet.
I thought he just took it off for a second.
No, it's not like a dream in your wiener.
Oh, I mean, That's how I clean the inside of my head. Just pop it off for a minute.
Yeah, the little robot inside of Tiny that's operating that voice box.
That's right.
You know, he just pops it off. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm Austin Tiny Zen.
Oh, shit. It feels good to get that thing off the roof.
Pretty much.
We got our JanSport commercial once again, and then we're back to space. And who boy is Vader on a mission?
Where I think that this is where they're going. Is this where they're headed towards something? Like, is the Cloud City place? Because that's in this movie.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't remember much.
it is.
We're going to get there soon, though.
Here we got Luke training to be a cheerleader.
Yep, this is also an epic moment. The moment of him with Yoda on his back training, and then also of him doing the handstand with Yoda sitting on his foot like a little nasty gremlin. Goblin, actually, is what I think I went with last time. But he's telling Luke, hey, man, use the Force, just lift the ship out of the water. It's fine. It's easy. Just do it. Just believe that you can do it. Looks like it's impossible, dude. I can't do that. And then Yoda's like, but watch this. I'm cool and I'm old and I can do it instead. So he lifts it out of the water for him because he's a real nice little goblin.
Welcome to Yoda's wrecking service.
Yeah.
Yoda's off-road recovery.
You get the phone. You pick up the. I think I need a wrecker service from this number.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Everybody's just kind of hanging out in the Millennium Falcon, just going through. They've been kind of just going through space for a while now, huh? Just kind of moving along through space.
Well, I mean,
we've been seeing this same image, I think, every 30 seconds.
True.
It's basic. Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
It is a big area, you know.
That's
you
true.
You can't just build Rome in a day, so therefore you can't fly through all of space in a day.
This is when we see Boba's ship there in space chasing him down. That's neat. That was a neat little moment.
Yeah, where are they going? They must be going to see Lando, right?
Yeah. Cloud City.
Going to the Cloud City.
Man, everything's so dirty on Dagobah. R2 needs a bath big time.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where they changed some. They'd edited some stuff and put that stuff in.
Yeah, because, I mean, even looking out the window of the Falcon, like seeing that CGI ship is kind of weird.
That's not all redone. Not at all.
No. This whole scene is right now. This right here, that's a painting in the background.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird how in a moment like this, they don't use any CGI for the background for the city
Because they don't need it.
beyond the platform they're on? Well, they probably didn't need it before, too.
Right.
Well, I mean, seriously, like they don't need to do a dang thing about this. It's just
Oh, it looks great.
Yeah. I wonder, I would like to watch these next 10 seconds, just check and see how long they stay on that moment. Because with it paused, it's easy to see that it's a painting, but I want to know how long they stay on it for a second.
Yeah. And did y'all notice how smooth the little bridge thing come out of the Millennium Falcon? Just like it was just like it was an actual machine.
Yeah. I think it was a machine.
it was a machine.
Well, that might be why it looked like a machine.
Man, Lando's so cool. Isn't Lando cool?
He reminds me of somebody.
Is it a famous actor that plays him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
that's
kind
what
of
I
made me
thought.
think of Lionel Richie.
No, not Lionel Richie. What's his name?
Donald Glover.
No, that's the new one. He did
Danny
a great job,
Glover.
though. No, that's not his dad, though.
Daniel
Billy D. Williams.
Billy D. Williams, thank you.
Marcus coming in
Jeez.
there.
I
Marcus
thought y'all.
kicking
I
it in
didn't know
clutch.
y'all were trying to think of his
No,
real
I
name.
couldn't
Yeah, we
remember
couldn't
anything.
remember.
I thought you were trying to find actors that you thought he looked like.
No, I don't know this kind of stuff.
I thought it was Lionel Richie.
No.
Hello, it's Billy D. Williams. I've been here all along.
And,
Double crossed you,
yeah,
my friend
man, just
Han.
right away after meeting him, you're like, man, what a smooth, cool guy. What a neat time meeting one of Han's old buddies. And then he just turns on him.
Force Ghost.
Force
Force
Ghost.
Ghost.
And he's a blue tint,
Yeah.
but yeah, Obi-Wan's there just kind of talking with Yoda. Does Luke see him here? I don't remember.
I believe so.
Does he? Let's see for just a second. Let's play this just for a second.
Yep, he sees and hears and everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He does. He does. Neat. Nasty little Yoda.
But yeah,
Tiny little Obi-Wan ghost. Oh, that's funny.
yep. He's why did it take him so long to see Qui-Gon?
Are you talking about who?
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan to see Qui-Gon?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Why did it take him so long? Luke didn't even try. He's just there.
I don't know, man.
Damn it, Kenobi sucked.
They had to figure
Well,
it out first.
Yeah, because Qui-Gon was still working on, through the Force, trying to figure out how to do it. So he's still trying to show himself. Like it wasn't that Obi-Wan couldn't see him; it's that Qui-Gon wasn't showing himself yet.
I guess we'll
Couldn't
just have
manifest.
to. We'll have to find out more in season 2.
You keep saying that like it's a thing. I don't think there's going to be a season 2.
Knowing Disney, there probably will be.
Ewan wants one, apparently, from what I've heard, but that doesn't mean anything. Here we see, that's a painting, like outline kind of shaded thing of Leia in the window, right? I mean, that's not a real human.
I don't know. Push play.
That is weird. What is
Isn't that strange? Oh, see, yeah, that's animation. Or, weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was very strange. It's just a neat mix of mediums in these movies.
Yeah, the only fat one I've seen is Jabba.
Mixed medium.
A lot of mixed mediums. That means a lot of people wearing medium shirts.
I'm
medium
just-
size.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I'm just not going to feed the troll.
Yeah.
He can just stay under that bridge.
Oh yeah, 3PO. Forgot old 3PO's had a real long day. Chewie's been walking around with him in a
Yeah.
sack because he's all pieces. 3PO goes through a lot, man. R2 gets to say like whole the whole time, like he just be himself. And then
He
3PO
gets
has to fall
dirty,
apart.
though.
He does
He
get
gets
dirty.
so
That's even
dirty.
worse than all your limbs falling off.
Because all that liquid mud and just getting all your crevices
Yeah. Oh,
all over your
surprise.
internals.
Surprise, Vader's here. Ah, beans. Ah, shoot. But wait,
Shucks.
there's oh no, everybody's here now. Boba Fett's here. There's the stormtroopers, the
There they
regular
are.
ones.
Yeah.
There's them boys.
Dang it, Billy D.
Sorry, Han.
He does call him Han
Yeah.
because there's no wrong way, I guess, to say it. I do like that, and they call it the Falcon and the Falcon. That's why sometimes I say
Truth.
both as well.
I mean, I think Leia also calls them Han and Han, which,
Yeah.
if you ask me, it's pronounced Han.
I kind of like whenever they do both because they're already addressing that. They're like, okay, it doesn't matter what you say, both is right. It's fine.
I mean, well, it's kind of like they don't even know their own friend. You know?
Yeah.
How does he say his name? Because however he says it, that's the correct way to say it.
Although in our household, we don't even use each other's real names.
Yep.
I call him, for me to say Austin, it's strange because I call him Bosto. For whatever reason, it makes no sense whatsoever. I am Dean in our house. My girlfriend and I were in the grocery store one time, and a girl that she had gone to college with showed up in the aisle. She's like, "Oh, hey, it's been forever since I've seen you. This is my boyfriend, Dean. I mean, Dane." She didn't say this is why I called him Dean. She just corrected herself. And whenever we parted ways, she was like, "Oh my God, I think my friend thinks I don't know your name." Like, I think she thinks that I don't know my own boyfriend's name. And it was wonderful. It's so weird whenever I hear her say my actual name.
You should have pretended to be upset. Like, oh, you thinking about Dane? Is that it? Am I not good enough?
Man, I really could have turned it
kicking
into something.
cameras.
Could have turned it into something.
Yeah, it could have been great.
Right. I wish you were there, Tiny.
I know. I'd have whispered in your ear.
See, this is the whole, isn't this where Vader's kind of taken the deal a little bit far than what Lando had agreed upon? Because this is where they're going to take Han and they're going to put him in carbonite. And that's a long day.
Now she's missing him, huh? Okay.
Now that he's got to go away and he's going to become like concrete.
He's going to have a real stiff one.
Yeah. A stiff
He's
everything.
going to have a real,
By one, you mean
a real,
epidermis, the whole thing.
like, rough time. Like, get it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It took me a second.
Yeah, there it is.
This moment is scary whenever they dip him down into it. Like, I remember being worried in this because, like, just the fear of being dropped into something and coming out being inside of a concrete slab, that's terrifying.
It's horrifying.
Yeah. Luckily, it has life support. It's a neat concept, right? I mean, the whole carbonite thing is super cool because you can transport people by just freezing their bodies, and then the slab itself has all this tech on the side of it to show vital signs and stuff.
They get to be basically human trading cards.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, and I think I've even seen like a homemade refrigerator door that was Han in carbonite on the front of it, which is super cool.
I mean, coffee tables and cabinets like that.
The clay model they chose to represent his carbonized face, real funny looking.
Yeah.
I'd say that doesn't look like him ever in a million years.
Way stronger jawline, way bigger, more power lips.
Powerful lips, very powerful lips.
Almost as powerful as Lando's.
Almost. What a handsome man. That's Lobot. Lobot is the name of the man that Lando pals around with. He's the baldman with the neat headphones.
I just want to know what music he's jamming out to right now.
It's EDM. It has to be EDM.
Probably.
He kind of looks like what you'd find if you shaved Louis C.K.
Kinda. Just shave him all the way off.
Yeah.
Up, Han's back. Or not Han's back. Luke's back.
Did y'all see the space water fountain?
Did I?
No, don't lie to me.
Is it one that you put your mouth on if you're a child?
Yes. It was back like one more.
Was it?
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
Oh
there
my
it is.
gosh. See?
No,
It's
that's
when
the
you get
carbonite.
thirsty.
That's the carbonite.
Floating
It's
away.
floating. Yeah, the carbonite
okay,
can float.
never mind.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell in pause. It looked
It's
like
true.
a water fountain.
It did look like a water fountain.
And there's this like Lando's cool watch.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's like a Dioth watch, so you can like cut people off your Wi-Fi.
Yes. Oh man, this is probably one of the best fights in Star Wars. The Luke showing up with Vader and the orange lights on the stairs and the blue lights with the smoke going on around him. So freaking cool.
And so freaking iconic, you know?
Yes.
Because
What
when
a
you think of
pause.
Star Wars
Yeah.
fights, especially the classic ones,
Yeah.
it's this fight you think of.
Yeah. Because we get a lot of silhouettes with just the lightsabers doing their thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so neat. Just any pause scene you do during that fight looks so cool. Lando's trying to help the gang out, and Chewie puts him in a chokehold because he's like, dude. Oh, look at that death stare by Leia, too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Leia's fixing to kick him in the face.
She's like the one man in the galaxy that I like that's not my brother, and you make him into a concrete slab.
She looks like she's going to write
That's a nice one, too.
Yeah.
She looks like she's going to write a 90s alternative album about this entire
yeah.
situation.
That looks like she did kick him in the groin, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, if you go 10 seconds by 10 seconds.
Well, she did with her eyes.
With her eyes, yes. The old eye kick. Oh, man, we're back to the fight with Vader and Luke. Luke's in the process of jumping down into holes and trying to escape him within the fight. And because he knows he can't just straight up beat him. He's too powerful. But Vader is also holding back. And we find out
Yeah,
why.
I mean, he could immediately force choke him.
Yeah, it'd be easy.
Well, did you ever stop to consider maybe he is reaching out and force choking Luke, but Luke just likes it?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. And then he kind of stops because he's like, "Whoa, this is weird."
Yeah, he's like, this is weird.
We've already had enough like sister kissing brother. We don't need dad choking son and
Exactly.
I'm getting happy about it. Yeah.
Yep.
The gang's always running away from people. That right there is an old man that is stunting for Luke, I believe. I don't think that's actually.
That looks like 2023 Luke.
It really does.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
It's
gray
so
in that
old.
hair. It's thinner around the sides.
He literally looks nothing like Luke.
No, not even a little bit. But even though this pause is really neat of the little fight between them, Vader just wants him to join his side. You know, like, hey, we could rule everything if you wanted to. And Luke's like, no, I don't. That's not cool. Bye.
Well, this is also, I'm pretty sure where he finds out it's his papa.
It is.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's impossible.
Yes. They are at Olive Garden still.
I love that shot though. Like, well, what are all those lights? Are those like little rooms like we've seen them walking through already? Are these like massive computers?
Because the space is massive.
I feel
that
like
they're inside.
they're in like a server room, you know? Like that's the personal
Because we're at
cloud
Olive Garden?
storage. Yeah. Well, no, like server, like computer server.
Oh, okay. I think you meant like a waiter.
I mean, it's called Cloud City for a reason. That's
This
where
is
the cloud is hosted.
This
Yep.
is the cloud.
Yeah, like that's where all of our Gmail and stuff is right now. It's in Cloud
Brilliant.
City.
Brilliant.
So Luke should have just activated the lightsaber in his hand right now.
But wait, his hand
got
is
cut
gone,
off.
and his lightsaber's gone. And
Yeah.
the next time we see that lightsaber, Rey ends up with
No,
it.
I meant the one in his hand, literally in this backward scene. Like,
What you talking? Oh, that's a pole.
literally looks like a lightsaber.
It looks kind of like a lightsaber. Man, this is some great acting though by Mark Hamill here. Whenever he finds out that there it is, there's the yell. No, it's impossible. There's no way. And he wants to save him. And Luke's like, dude, I'd rather fall to my death and then go down a slide, a little water slide, but the water's not there, so we know how much that's going to hurt.
Yeah, that's just so weird to me that somehow ends up into a tube.
Yeah, right?
That somehow ends up right here.
How else does the cloud get the information to us, though?
Yeah.
It's got to be through a tube.
Everything's tubes, man.
Everything. It's all tubes all the way down. And Luke ends up hanging on an antenna. And wait, is this where Leia shows a glimpse of having the Force? Of a moment where she like senses that he's near?
I think so, yeah.
I believe that is what happens here because the camera kind of
Yeah.
it is.
I don't know. I don't know if that's force or like
It is.
familial connection or women's intuition.
Or
It could be
Luke just
all.
reaching out to her with the Force.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like a whole bunch of fan theory, just making lore out of nothing to me.
I mean, he's
I
literally.
don't know.
But
I
they
think
communicated through the Force.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, she literally just heard him communicating through the Force. I mean, but it could have just been him communicating to her and her receiving the message.
yeah, look, they're like, what the hell? What do you mean turn around? She's like, we got to turn around. I know where he's at.
where he's at. I know where Luke is. Like I don't know if that type of thing was ever shown with a Force user and non-Force user. You can like persuade people's minds with the Jedi, mind trick thing, but I don't think we've ever seen communication like that with a Force user and a non-Force user. But I like to think that it makes sense for her to like be able to access the Force, yeah, considering whose child she is.
I mean, yeah.
Right, but I don't know if she's intended, like when they wrote this,
For that to be the case,
No.
Yeah,
for her to be the
maybe,
their
yeah,
sister.
maybe not.
Right. I think it's just us trying to fill in the blanks of later when she does use the
Yeah.
force.
Which I love the fact that she does, and where we later on in the later movie see like her training with Luke. That's just so cool to me that she ends
that
up
is
being
cool.
able to do that.
I just don't like I won't spoil The Last Jedi. I'm
Right,
sure
we'll have plenty
watch
of
it,
we'll
but
have plenty of that.
There's one
conversation later.
particular part of that I don't like
right.
at all.
Well, we'll get there one day.
What, the pus tit?
Excuse me? No, that's another one.
Oh, that's The Last Jedi. Not
that one
Re-
honestly doesn't even bother me that much. It was just weird.
It's just weird. Yeah,
It took me a minute to figure out
Strange.
what in the heck he was talking about.
Because it made sense for him to need to drink the nasty teat milk of the weird mammal on the side of the shore.
We just didn't need to
But we
see
didn't
it.
have to show it. No, he didn't
I
have
don't,
to show
I
it.
don't
just
know, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
like
just
it's like
taking
a
it down.
commercial for tit milk.
Yeah.
from The Greatest Jedi Ever to Dr. Nipple Popper.
But we're way ahead of ourselves there. We'll get there eventually. Vader's kind of upset. Oh man, my son didn't want to join me, and he's all looking out, and Luke can kind of sense that he's seeking him out as well.
I mean, he is real upset. He's spaghetti,
Yeah.
You can just see it written all over his helmet.
Yep. And Vader will stop at nothing to find them. Man, Luke got hurt a whole bunch in this one.
Yeah.
The guy just keeps getting in trouble.
He didn't, in fact, lose a hand in real life, though.
Oh, did he not?
No.
Okay, so the
Oh.
motorcycle incident didn't remove
Thank
his
God.
hand.
No.
Okay, well, that's fantastic.
Because, I mean, he gets his butt just punched across the galaxy throughout all three movies.
I really like the mouth of the droid, that it's just a microphone, like of the doctor droid.
Yeah,
the med droid.
Yeah.
That's a Sure Super is what those are called.
Well, that's the model that I use for our logo as well,
Yeah.
for the Grapevine logo.
Yeah, well, imagine if that one was purple and it could look like he was drinking grape juice
Oh, man. We can make him. We
Through-
can make that. I can do that.
through his
I can make
microphone
that.
mouth.
This is neat. This is, I believe, the last scene to where we've got Luke and Leia, 3PO, and R2 staring out at a galaxy in the distance.
Well, actually, that's the remains of Alderaan.
Is that where?
Yeah.
Is it?
Luke didn't really want to go, but Leia said, "I incest."
Oh God.
You
Oh God. I heard it and I was
are-
like, no, that's not what he said. And then I went, yeah, that's what he said.
are the worst and the best at the same time. Is there an after credits in this Marvel movie or no?
I think
No.
this was pre.
No?
I think this
Okay.
was pre after
All right.
credit.
No
Before they
after
started doing
credit.
that
Cool.
crap.
So in this one, basically you can sum up the whole movie with Luke finds himself in a bunch of trouble, kisses his sister, and his dad tries to choke him, and he loses an arm. The end? Or no, he meets the goblin. He meets the goblin in between all that.
He's had a really rough 72 hours.
Yeah. And it is one of the best Star Wars movies that exist, I think.
I think so.
They're all great, but this is just one of them that's way up there.
That one was the shortest one we've watched.
Seems
Was
like
it, or did we just move through it pretty quickly?
I think
Because
it was shorter.
when you watch it this way, you get to the epic moments, but you do realize there's a lot of in between of the moments that are remembered. Like, because the Hoth battle, yeah, it's awesome. I remember the Hoth battle; it's great. But the length of it and all the little stuff that happens within it, you really only remember the couple moments, like when Willy Wampa, catches him, and then whenever they tie up the legs of the AT-AT. Like, those are kind of the moments
Yeah.
of the whole battle. And when you watch it this way, you find yourself, you keep skipping forward and you're like, well, when are we going to get to something else that's interesting? And yet the whole thing is interesting, but it's just a few moments that are the ones you remember.
And damn, boys, it's rip roaring outside.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
we got some thunder.
yeah,
happening.
it's good nappy weather.
It's good. Oh, it
Yeah.
is good nappy weather.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys rate this as one of your favorites of
I think so.
all of them? Yeah. Because I think that fight between Luke and Vader that we were talking about after Han becomes Carbonite, like that stands out.
I mean, that was
Peak-
also the
peak Star Wars.
Yeah.
the classic line of "I love you." I know.
That's true.
Yeah, that was also in
That
this
one is
movie.
from this one.
Before
And there's-
the pre-carbonite.
I am your
Oh.
father.
Yep. Yoda being weird.
Yoda, Force Ghost.
Yeah.
I think there was
There's a
also
lot.
there was a really good line in it as well, like "The Force is with you, young Skywalker, but you are no Jedi yet, or you are not a Jedi yet," or something like that. I think that was a good line too. That
Yeah.
was also in this movie. I had a Christmas tree ornament of Darth Vader that said that whenever I was a kid. It was from Hallmark brand, and you pushed the button on it, and it said that line.
Oh, neat.
And of course, I'm a kid, so
Right.
about every 15 minutes, I just push the button.
And I know I did just mention, like, there's long sections of this that you can kind of skip through because, there's not a lot of epic moments within the long stretches. But at the same time, it lets you marinate on situations that they're in, as opposed to it just being boom, 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 one scene after the next. All of a sudden they're in this other place. All of a sudden they're in this new danger. It's just one thing after another. In these, they actually, like, they're in these moments for a long stretch of time. And I think that's good. It puts you in the moment with them and actually makes it seem like there's some kind of stakes at hand, as opposed to, just showing up and then there's the big moment and
The
then
big
they get
set
out of
piece.
it. Yeah, the big set piece, and then they move on to the next one so they can get another one that they can make, T-shirts and posters and stuff out of.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing that you do have longer moments in situations as opposed to just kind of bouncing back and forth, which we literally in the sequel trilogy, like, to where they're just the light speed travel, just like through one place, then into the next, which it's neat. The light skipping, I think is what they call it, the light skip travel, which is cool. That's a cool concept, but I think it's also a really good, it's symbolizing kind of the way that, not even just this franchise, just movies in general, have moved on to this, like, okay, next thing, next
the
thing.
Pacing.
Yeah.
Pacing's bad.
Yeah, I think that's another reason why these hold more for me is because I get to actually be with the characters and their situations for longer, and I think
I think so. I think it's
nice.
just they're just more telling a story rather than showing you a story.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
back in these days, if you're looking out the window of a spaceship out into space and you're seeing random stuff, like this is some of the first times you're seeing that on the television, like on your big screen, or like at the movie theaters or something. That's the first time you're seeing these things. At this point in time, if we get anything like that, nobody really cares about seeing what space travel looks like through space and the window port of your, Millennium Falcon. Like nobody's gonna pay that much attention to it because they're so used to the zippy zap. Like they're there. We have light speed travel. We have teleportation. This is the future.
Everything is fast surrounding it, so why wouldn't the moments that they show be quick too? That kind of thing. Yeah. I just think that shows the more importance in taking your time with what you're showing. But I mean, it's just like when writing, like you want to show the reader like what's happening. You don't want to tell them what's happening. And you can translate that to making a movie too. You want them to be able to live through what's happening, not for it to just show you like, hey, boom, this is the bad guy, this is the fight, this is the winner.
Well, that's why some of the last seasons of Game of Thrones were so bad. If you remember, Sansa's Arya says, Sansa's one of the smartest people I've ever met. And it's like, really? Because y'all haven't shown Sansa do one smart thing.
At all.
So you're telling
The whole time.
you're telling me the story. You're not showing me
Like,
the story.
oh, she was actually smart the whole time. She was actually she knew what she was doing. No. I need to agree
The audience
with
needs
that.
to experience that.
Yeah, you want to agree with that statement. You'd be
Right.
like, yeah, she's right. She is. But instead you're going,
And so I think
excuse me?
in the sequel trilogy, we get a lot more of just like, look, it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Plot. But then it's like, okay, where's the emotion?
Right.
Maybe.
It's them going, Rey is a powerful Jedi. Instead of you getting to see that growth, it kind of just starts off that way real fast.
I do get some of my more enjoyable things to say in real life from Star Wars sequel trilogy, like thinking about anything that I'm doing and I desire it to be a stronger force or a larger amount. It's always now Kylo Ren's voice in my head going, more. Just, like thinking about that on the like you go to Olive Garden and you got the Parmesan. The guy, would you like some fresh grated Parmesan on your salad? Oh yes. Okay, just tell me. All right. How about now? A little bit more.
More.
How about now? More. Just
Well, and it's also how just some things have returned. Just somehow, Palpatine returned.
yeah.
So somehow the end of this episode showed up.
It's
And-
here again.
Yeah, it's here again. And thank you all for joining us in this scene as we experience Star Wars together in a very different fashion than you normally would. Wherever you've listened to us, you can click 5 Death Stars somewhere on there. Like, I'm sure there are 5 of them. Click all 5 and then tell everybody why you love us or why you hate us. That part does not matter. Just say something and give the 5 stars as part of it. There's also a link where you can go get a t-shirt. It's got a logo or some cool stuff like Visionella Noonan, that Marcus's mystical chant that he does that allows him to float in the air with the doves.
That was so long ago. It's such a deep cut.
It is. It's super deep. But I designed it. I got the t-shirt design in the thing, and then Carly now owns it, and it's one of her favorite t-shirts to wear. Have you seen her wearing it yet?
I don't think
no?
so. Uh-uh.
Man, you haven't even seen it on a shirt yet, have you?
I've seen the design.
But not in person.
No.
So all of you at home could own this shirt in person. I've also got an oh gosh, oh geez, oh man that I've made and that I wear sometimes, and it's really great. Go buy stuff. Just do that.
This is a call to arms.
Here you go. I got 2.
All
I got
arms.
2.
I'm calling all arms.
Our morph bots have arms.
We have
They have arms-ish.
we have occasions. July the 8th.
Oh yeah.
We will be at the Fanboy Expo, and we will be walking about and recording a thing or two and talking to some folks and trying to just gather the general experience of the place. I mean, even if you don't want to pay more than just the entry fee of $35 or $40 the day of, if you don't get your pre-registered tickets, you can still go with us and experience the Shire Safari. Or, I think I called it the Celebrity Zoo earlier today while I was thinking about it, and that just doesn't sit as right with me because they're they're there willingly.
They're getting paid.
You should join us in these adventures. Also, I'm trying to gather a coalition to get together and completely pack out every seat on the opening shift of the Waffle House whenever it is built in our local area. So if you would like to join me on this local Waffle House day whenever it opens, just let me know. We're going to get as many people in there representing the Grapevine. My father has already committed, and he said it doesn't matter when it is. He will be there.
Excellent.
So get on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and we can talk about this stuff. Confirm that you've heard everything that I'm saying, and you will be able to attend or won't be able to attend. Break my heart either way. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Nerd Grapevine. Get on Patreon, donate a little bit of money to the cause because we got to afford some food over at the Waffle House whenever it opens, and we're trying to save up.
Have we considered all applying to work there, all getting jobs there, all working the first day and then quitting?
The idea that you just even mentioned that has caused me to have some,
I don't know, maybe Discord.
It's stormy and it's warm. Tiny's
It
like,
is.
I want a nappy.
It is primo
I want a
nappy
so
time, man.
bad.
I'm gonna take such a good nap when I get home.
Yeah, if you make it home, you may just nap right here.
Oh, I'll make it home, boy. I'm here to tell you, I got that bed.
We got a
waiting on
dumpy and a
me.
nappy.
Yeah, I'm gonna cuddle with my pupper, and I just completely just like space through that. But
That's good.
go down in the description. You'll find a link to Discord, and you click it. You go over to our Discord server that we have, and swap memes with us. Talk to us about just whatever. I don't know. Show me your anaconda. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
If you
It just
ain't
sounded
got-
good. You ain't got no buns, hun, then get out of my car. That's exactly how that song goes. But anyway, we're on there live, uncut, uncensored, and irrevocably circumcised.
I'm surprised you got that out.
I did.
That was good.
That was very good. I'm proud of you, Tiny. You can check us out on YouTube as well. We've got some stuff, pretty funny stuff there.
We game.
Yeah.
We play games. Twice.
Yeah.
We'll do it more.
Oh, of course we will. We'll always have more.
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 Dane,
Yeah.
when life gives you grapes,
When life gives me grapes, I take them from Marcus, I hold them up, and I look at him and I say, hey, Marcus, when life gives you grapes, and I hand them to you.
and then I shove them up your butt.
Ooh.
More!
More!
Then I shoved Dane up my ass.
More!
Because you're hot and then you're cold.
Yes, then
you're
your nose.
You're in your outs.
Up in your mouth.
Wrongs and rights. Blacks and whites.
We fight, we break ups.
We
kiss, we make stuff.